Well, I guess it depends which angle you look at it from. From the trade angle, I mean, we've done a hell of a lot of work on the kind of emergence of a new world order and what that means for the global supply chains. You hear a lot of kind of deglobalization, reshoring, slowbalization, whatever you want to call it. And we still don't really know how that's going to shake out. My suspicion is you end up with a kind of China plus one strategy generally, because no one wants to leave China and lose access to that market. But
despite all the headlines,
it's still going to be one of the fastest growing, biggest markets of the world for a long time. And so if you signal now that you're going to up sticks and go somewhere else, you might get cut out of that market permanently. So you probably end up with a China plus one type strategy. But there is some evidence that this is happening, right? If you look at the construction data in the US, in investment data in Mexico, some of these charts are going ballistic, right? Because there is reshoring happening. So places like Mexico are obvious winners for the US market, but other parts of Asia, India is just screaming out to take advantage of this opportunity, right? It's had mountains of cheap labor for a very long time, never quite got its act together, and they got beaten to the punch by China. But now there's a bit more stick to push companies there. So that's an interesting long-term theme that we're obviously tracking. You've then got the different angle of looking at it for the energy transition, right? So the clear losers are the ones who export fossil fuels, because ultimately, if they don't get it all out of the ground and sell it in time, those assets get trapped. And, obviously the Gulf, we've got countries with enormous savings, but most oil producers in the emerging world don't have any savings and are going to lose their key source of FX revenue, right? So that's a big issue for them. But then a lot of other economies, particularly in Asia, import energy. So they're going to have to invest heavily in the meantime for the new energy transition. But long term, that's a positive for them because they don't need to import energy. It's a structural improvement to the balance of payments. And so, that's a different angle to consider as well. So it's quite nuanced, right? I sent you this, we've done a huge amount of research on it.